welcome to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I want to welcome my beautiful returning subscribers to the channel. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for your beautiful comments. Be sure to leave your comments below any of my readings this week so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading, and I will be drawing a new name this week, so be sure to drop your comment below for your chance to win. If you have stumbled across this channel for the very first time, I do pick a card readings on this channel, so please join us, subscribe to the channel, get yourself cozy. We're going to have a little chat, so get comfortable. We are all friends when we gather around my table. I do offer a chance for my subscribers to win a free tarot reading with me. All you have to do is drop your comment below any of my readings this month for your chance to win. Be sure to hit your notification bell if you do so, because that's how I notify you via the comment section if you have been chosen the winner. Sorry, there's noise outside, but I also give you clear indications on how you can connect with me and how we can get the ball rolling. For today's pick a card topic, we are looking at somebody who is secretly in love with you, somebody who has secret feelings for you. Who are they? What actions will they take next towards you? We have 3 piles to choose from. Pile number 1 with the red flower and the Hierophant. Pile number 2 with the blue flower and the Death card. And pile number 3 with the yellow flower and the Moon. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there may be messages waiting today, and I'm going to jump into pile number 1. Again, today's all about a secret love that somebody is harboring for you. Who is the secret person who is secretly in love with you, and what actions will they take next? Pile 1. Hi, pile 1, you were drawn to the red flower. You were also drawn to the Hierophant here, and this is your reading. Who is secretly in love with you, and what actions will they take next towards you? Now, you were drawn to the red flower, which is a symbol of empowerment for me, and I feel like this person could hold a position of empowerment in the collective. So they could be, you know, a boss energy. They could own their own business. Maybe they are sort of connected to the work realm in some way. They could be at the helm of some sort of institution. This Hierophant energy can sometimes control, you know, education, government, marriages, things of that nature. I just feel like they're in a leadership role in their life. And this attraction to you perhaps is bringing them to some type of crossroads where they have to really look at the positions that they hold in their life. So again, this could mean so many different things about who this person is. The Hierophant energy can be, it can even stretch as far as someone who is doctor, you know, has feelings for you, or a boss energy. So we'll see what your tarot has to say here. Who is secretly in love with pile number 1, please? We have very strong Taurus energy to start your reading. Who is secretly in love with pile number 1? I have a cold, so just bear with me today. My voice is going to go in and out most likely. We have the Justice. The 6 of Wands coming out. This person, they hold a position of authority. Like they could be, again, a boss energy. Sometimes the 6 of Wands can even represent marriages. So please take that as it resonates to your situation. They're just really concerned about the cause and effect of their attraction to you on their environment and on their confidence too. But I feel like either they feign confidence or they are really confident in their position. There's Libra energy here as well. I'm getting the essence for somebody, and I'm dealing with the collective here, so please take this as it resonates, but I feel like a lighter hair. It's like blondish hair or like a light brown hair. And that's only for someone very specific, but I'm just picking that up. 4 of Pentacles. The Star of Aquarius, and you are that star. You are what they gaze at. You make them feel smaller than they are. It's like they are in a position of authority. They are ruling over something, or maybe even different realms, multiple realms, but you make them feel weak in the knees. You make them kind of crumble like jelly. So if they give this hard exterior, this cold exterior, it's not a true reflection of the inner state, because they're gazing at you, they're wishing upon you. You seem impossible to achieve, though, to be honest. And this could just mean that they're putting you up on that pedestal and they don't feel like they deserve you. You make them feel insecure. And they feel a little bit, to be honest with you, I feel like they feel greedy for wanting this connection. Wanting you, secretly feeling all of these emotions towards you. There's a bit of a guilt coming through. It's like a greed. We have the World. Back deck is the 8 of Cups, and we have the 6 of Cups. And we're going to clarify this as we go through. Let's clarify this message, please. But when I say that they think highly of you, they think highly of you. It's not just a crush situation. It's It's an attachment issue. They feel like they are in love with you, full stop. We have the Queen of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune, and we have the Tower coming out as well. The Ten of Cups. The Two of Pentacles. And we have the Ace of Swords supporting the World. Back of the deck is the Knight of Cups, and we have the Nine of Cups. Because this is how you make this person feel. You make them feel like this knight in shining armor. That's what they want to present themselves as in relation to you. You're like this dream that they can't have. It's like if they had 3 wishes with the genie in this lamp, you would be one of those wishes. And they only get 3. So there's something really profound about this person's emotions and feelings towards you. They sometimes get very nostalgic surrounding you. So you could be somebody perhaps from their past, or just someone that they've known for a very long time. It's like they want to protect the way that they feel because it makes them feel so good. It also highlights a lot of the challenges that they feel like they can't attack right this moment because they're holding space for more. They want more. They want more. But I also feel like they're kind of waiting for more information from the universe, from you, from every direction before they take that chance, because they don't feel like now is the time to take some sort of chance towards you. I can't deny to say that the Tower is here, the Wheel of Fortune. There's something with this Ten of Cups. They could be juggling and feel really imbalanced in a practical realm. So there could be family units here, so please take that as it resonates. But I feel like the majority of this message is all about the fear of permanent change if they speak their truth and they give way for this epiphany, because they have these feelings and they want to express them. They want to bring in the full spectrum. But it's like they're afraid of what the fallout, they're afraid of what happens if they do. And again, it could be in the dynamics of a marriage, it could be in dynamics just of their position in general, or the Divine Feminine's position here with the Queen of Pentacles. Because they just said that you're playing a different role now, or you will be playing a different role if they entered into this relationship. And for some watching, this could be a work element or work connection, or even an institution like education. You could have gone to school with this person or worked with this person in the past, because they feel like it's not finished. They don't want to let it go. In fact, I don't know if they know how to let it go, to be honest with you. And they're giving me this, I just heard tramp stamp. So I don't know if somebody has a tattoo on their lower back, because they're highlighting a tattoo on the lower back. So please take that as it resonates to your situation. They want to tell you how they feel. They want to express themselves to you, and they have intentions to do so. They just don't know how or when they're going to be able to execute that truth. Remembrance. So somebody perhaps again from your past, all of this ivy, seeking out more information, wanting more information from you, and they may go to the internet for that. They may be looking online to see if they can gather information about your position, about how you're feeling, or get some sort of understanding about what's going on in your practical life. Because they're really trying to weigh the options about what happens if I come towards you and reveal myself to you. Is it going to empower me, or is it going to affect my realm? Because they're feeling vulnerable. I also feel like, especially if this is somebody from your past and they are holding a position of authority now, I feel like they've gotten to this position of awareness about you too, where they recognize they shouldn't have walked away, or they thought that they would be empowered by walking away, and that isn't what happened. They thought it would be easier, and that isn't what happened. We do have Rising Above on the back of the deck, clarity, freedom, and solutions, and that's what they're seeking. They feel like clarity will be a solution in and of itself, but it could also lead to more. It could lead to more, and they want to be generous with you. They want to be generous in an emotional way. They want to tell you how they feel. They feel like they could have it all with you. But they also feel like this Tower moment is necessary in order to achieve that, and they're not ready for that moment yet. They may also be trying to avoid catastrophe or some sort of upheaval for you, and that's why they're going searching for, is now the time. We have Perception, Beyond the Veil of Illusion on the back of that deck as well. Who is secretly in love with pile number 1, please? I want to be a queen, stating your sovereignty, declaring freedom, and passing a test. They feel like this situation between the two of you is only temporary, and they hope that the momentum of the connection itself will be enough to carry the two of you into some type of reunion. Because the Cheshire Cat, the Cheshire Cat is indecision. It's the uncertainty of which direction to go in. So being pulled in different directions, but wanting to be standing in a place with you of sovereignty, wanting to feel secure in this connection itself. But weighing out the options of that in this present moment as well. You are rare and free, and there are not many like you. And that's why they're so attuned with you. That's why they're so focused on you in the present moment too. They're also blaming fear. They're calling themselves kind of a nasty name actually from the past, saying that I was really weak. I was too fearful to take the steps that I was guided to take. And they're showing me honeysuckle. They recognize that there can be this, they feel like there's like an overnight energy when it comes to joy surrounding you. It's like they could be in one mood, in one moment, and the moment that they think of you or the moment that they see you, they're going to be able to experience joy again. And they like to go back to moments of joy that the two of you shared together. Back of the deck says, who in the world are you? Getting to know the new you, number 19, which is the sun energy. So clarity, freedom, and solutions. She's holding an egg here that has a bunch of pomegranate seeds in it because this person still feels tempted by the potential. But there is an aspect of temptation with this person who is secretly in love with you, or who feels like they are secretly in love with you at this time. Let's get a couple of message cards to see what sort of thoughts are going through this person's mind. The person that is secretly in love with pile number 1, please. What are the majority of the thoughts? What is the emphasis of thought heading towards pile number 1? I am now feeling the consequences of my actions and choices. I did think it was easier to walk away and I would be empowered, but I've been hiding this connection and I don't want to anymore. I feel like institutions could be involved, or this connection has brought them to a certain level of understanding surrounding the spiritual connection and the spiritual journey. And it's given them directives on what they have to do in order to create change here, but they're just not ready to execute those directives yet. It could concern their home or their investments. I'm going to take action, but I'm just planning my approach. And we're going to see what their next step, what their next action will be towards you in a moment. I've been dreaming about you. I've been having dreams. And in these dreams, they feel like anything is possible. I've been hurt by love before. But when we first met, I just always had this feeling about you. And that's the beautiful connection of the 6 of Cups. It's very innocent in nature. So this person and your history together could be very innocent. And they're not even highlighting the necessity to move out of the innocent realm. They just want you to know how they feel. Like this is love. This doesn't feel like lust. This feels like love. So let's ask Spirit about what will their next actions be towards pile 1, please. The Moon, Scorpio energy, the 8 of Cups, I just heard moon cycles. So it's going to take them a few moon cycles to be able to accomplish this task towards you. There's the 5 of Cups. And there's an emphasis on the death cycle here. Justice. High Priestess and the 2 of Pentacles. We do have the Sun on the back of the moon, or on the back of the moon, on the back of the deck. And you can see the Sun, it looks like the constellation, like everything's in rotation. They're talking about rotations around the sun. I feel like their actions towards you might be limited in the next chapter, pile 1, because they have some tasks that they have to accomplish. One of which being, well, a huge part of it being this 8 of Cups and empowering themselves by either closing out a cycle, removing themselves from an unfulfilling situation, and trying to tap into the vulnerability that's necessary to accomplish that. Because it's going to create changes in their life and clearances for growth that perhaps are necessary, and they're going to have to deal with the trickle effect of walking away from something. And so right this moment, when they think about executing the change towards you, they know that they want to. They just don't have a directive of when that's going to happen. They don't know how that's going to happen. It's like they're holding on. They're being very careful and calculated about that next step. And there are still some essential moves that have to happen before they can achieve what they want with you, which is ultimately just clarity right now. And we'll build from there is what I just heard. Clarity, and we'll build from there. Let's get a charm bowl for pile number 1, please. What was the last thought that pile 1's person had about them? The person that is secretly in love. What was the last thought they had? They dreamed about you. The last thought that went through their mind was during the dream realm. And they were really dreaming about wasted opportunities, scattered potential in this moment. And they were having a dream about taking advantage of an opportunity and unleashing something, unloading their truth, unloading all of the pressure that they have been storing up. It could have even been a mildly sexual dream, if I'm honest. Let's get a charm bowl for pile number 1, please. Woo. Letter D. We have the G and the S and a B and T for initials. We have the Tree of Life. I do think of investments and family with the Tree of Life. We do have healing, Aquarius energy, and it's the White Star. So that's very abundant because that's somebody who has plans, who thinks of you in a very optimistic way and thinks that there's still hope. We have Christmas being significant. December could be a significant month. We have the acoustic guitar, the shamanic feather for healing, and the butterfly of transformation. This person feels like you are an important aspect of healing or growth for them. It's like they feel like they need the closure or something from you. Oops. Pile number 1, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates with you. Drop your comment below for a chance to win a free reading with me. You can also check out the link for Etsy for a personal reading, and that the shop does empty quickly or does sell out quickly, but I do repost every day, so be sure to check back with that link as well. But I hope that you have a beautiful day, and I hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage. Hello, pile number 2. You were drawn to the blue flower and to the death card, and this is your reading. Who is secretly in love with you, and what actions will they take next? Now, the death energy does speak of sacrifice in order to move into something more. This person feels like there's something missing in their life or within themselves, and they feel like you could fill that void inside of them in this moment. But there is a reality surrounding the transition that might require a lot of strength here too. I feel like there's a fear of loss associated with this death energy. So this person may be fearful of losing you overall, not getting the opportunity, or they could be concerned with the aspects or the tasks that they have to take to achieve their goals with you in some way. This could also be them on the precipice of change and really taking a moment to pause before they take action towards you. So let's take a look at that. I'm going to be using the Crow Tarot for you to start your reading. So who is secretly in love, please, with pile number 2? Who is secretly in love with pile number 2? Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, coming out together. Push that up. The Four of Cups, the King of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles. I'm getting a very similar energy here towards pile number 1, actually, so there may be a message waiting for you there. Get that to stay. We do have the Chariot, and we do have the Four of Pentacles. Now, what's similar, we have a lot of energy and concern surrounding practical builds and what we've built in the home, what we built at work, perhaps, but there's something about being pulled in different directions from this person. We have Cancer energy. We have a lot of air elements here as well with the King of Swords. And I will say the King of Swords is often in a leadership position, is often somebody who may give us the impression that they're kind of cold towards us. So the way that they apply their attraction to you, it may not even come across as obvious. They're very good at trying to keep their emotions in check or trying to keep it hidden behind that heart, behind that chest plate is what I'm hearing. We do have the Ten of Pentacles, which means this person has built something for themselves. And the Ten of Pentacles we can't ignore as an energy because it can be a huge build. It can be a build with a family or a build in the career. There could be a career connection to this person as well. They could be in a leadership role. But let's get some clarifying cards to see to what capacity they are involved in your life right now. Their crush that they have on you, and they're calling it a crush right this moment, but it's filled with emotion. This is an emotionally driven person. but they're really good at hiding that emotion. They could look at emotion as like a huge weakness. So it's like, this is like a very, I want to say like a very traditionally, it's a traditional masculine energy that I'm feeling. Like somebody who holds on to traditional roles and is thinks that emotion is kind of a weakness. That might help you to distinguish. And yet I feel like this person, when they get upset, shows a lot of emotion. So there's like a certain amount of duplicity to them. They're also highlighting here the lightning bolts of the Tower. Then this could speak again of permanent change coming in. It's coming out of the cloud, so there's this temporary aspect before perhaps they plan on taking a move, or they think that the commitment cycles they're in are just temporary, but they feel a little bit unable to achieve what they want. But that's not coming from a true place of disempowerment. That's coming from their perspective. And it's coming from a place because this person doesn't feel appreciated. They feel ignored, to be honest with you. And that could be a big part of why they don't reveal themselves in this moment, because they feel kind of overlooked or ignored. But that, again, is coming from an emptiness inside of them. I feel like there's almost like a depression or something. There's a bit of a void in this person that they feel like they need to fill. We have the Two of Swords. And Spirit is indicating that this person's having a difficult time choosing, and they may not have the ability to commit because of other relationships in the present moment. I feel like they also give you the impression that they don't care about you in the environment that they know you, but that's just fear talking. I feel like when they're in your presence, and I feel like you see this person, it doesn't feel like it's in disconnect, which is a difference between pile 1 and pile 2 here. I don't feel like it's in disconnect. I feel like you see this person because they're brought to the reality, to the crossroads of their attraction for you a lot, daily perhaps. I keep hearing that song by Hosier, Heaven and Hell are words to me. It's like it's available to them at every time. It's like when they see you, it's heaven, but it's also kind of hellish because it's bittersweet because of the reality of the transition that's necessary and being pulled in different directions. They know which direction they want to go in with you. They know what they want, but they have to keep you waiting. Or at least that's what they're telling themselves right now. Your attraction, the opportunity of this attraction has sprung up kind of out of it's like they're talking about a change of seasons for this person. So this person could be going through some type of midlife crisis, because I just heard that. So that could help indicate their age or the age range that they're in. Because it's like the attraction that they had for you and the emotions that came up because of you, it was ignited because of a phase in their life when they were trying to recapture their spring, is what I just heard. They're trying to recapture their spring. Here's the Knight of Cups. And it's like there's this moment in their past where they felt like their past was fleeting, or like they didn't get to experience a past the way that they really wanted to. So maybe they committed really early to their commitment cycles and to a career realm. I feel like they were like a go-getter in their youth, where they just tackled everything really soon. So they were married young, or they were in their position of authority in their career very young. And now they feel like they missed time and they missed opportunities for exploration and fun and abundance. And you ignite that in them. You ignite something that has been missing, that has made them feel bored and apathetic in life. They've been very bored in their life. And you ignite something inside of them. Here is the Page of Pentacles, and there is the Three of Pentacles. I do feel like this person could be somebody that you're working with. It doesn't have to be your boss, but it can be a boss. There could be a contemporary energy. You could both be holding positions of kind of authority, moving up the ranks a little bit. But they want you to think that they're attractive. They try really hard to guard themselves when they're in your presence. Being on their best behavior, saying all the right things, being very generous with you. This person might be somebody who's very generous with you with compliments, or being generous with you overall. Just if they're responsible for creating the shift, for instance, maybe they would give you, the best shift, but they're just very generous with you in some type of capacity. And other people might kind of pick up on that too. Who is secretly in love, please? We have Enchanted Forest, mystery, magic, and excitement. And that's what you ignite. They're taking the emotions that they feel for you and they are calling it love. But you excite them, like you make them feel excited. But they also, when the excitement comes up, it creates an impulse for them to act to further that excitement, but their suppression, their fear of the unknown suppresses. See the big moon that's kind of cutting off the tree of life? And we have the hidden path, a marriage of spirit and matter. They do feel like they have to keep their feelings for you a secret, but it's like hiding in plain view. There's this feeling about the deep connection that you guys share, hiding in plain view. It almost feels like it's obvious to other people, but they think that they're doing a good job being stoic because you are the dream. Something is revealed, insight and breakthrough. And they want more. I don't feel them giving up on the connection. So we're going to look at their next steps towards you in a few moments, but I don't see them giving up on that connection. Let's get some message cards to see what sort of thoughts has this person had about pile number 2, please. The person that is secretly in love with pile number 2. Did you ever feel the same? Do you feel the same? Is it mutual? I fell so hard and fast for you. I feel like from the first moment they met you, this person was very attracted to you. From the first conversation, from the word go. This feels impossible, but I can't let go. And I feel like I'm just going through the motions of life right now. This person just feels very, especially in the recent past, they may have communicated to you in some way that they were bored. This is somebody that you talked to. I want to feed my curiosity when it comes to you. But reality has hit me like a ton of bricks. I just saw, could you forgive me? I'm ready for a fresh start with you is on the back of that deck. Who is secretly in love, please? What are their thoughts about pile number 2? You and I were too young. There's something about their youth and doing things too young. Maybe having children too young, or just not taking time to enjoy the follies of youth. I look for you everywhere I go. I think you see this person daily or often. And you're always on their radar here. I bury myself in work to forget you, but I feel like there could be a work connection here. It's like they can't help but in their work round, but to look for you wherever they go. I knew exactly what I was doing. And this could be in relation to actions that they've taken towards you, communication that they've had with you, or even sometimes a cold front. This intentional ability or intentional desire to try to mask how they're really feeling in an aspect of protection. I really wish that things could be different. And back of the deck says, I'm starting to understand what this connection is all about. Because they spend so much time reflecting upon it and thinking about it. Who is secretly in love with pile number 2, please? We have never jammed today. Promises that never come to be. Empty words and not living in the now. Now it's number 35, which breaks down to an 8. And the 8 is all about strength and gaining mastery. And there's this feeling about having to put effort into a perspective. This is somebody who kind of wants their cupcake and eat it too. This is somebody who's crushing on you, but they still do have a fear of loss. I'm getting Aquarius energy as well. And an emphasis on the summertime for some reason. We have believe, strange encounters on the back of that deck. And you can see she's holding on to this position of power, but she also has this shield, this unicorn shield, and there's something very unique about you that has definitely grabbed their attention. Let's get a charm bowl for pile number 2. What was the last thought that this person who is secretly in love? Actually, I haven't even done your, forget that. Put that back, pile 2. I haven't even asked what their next step will be towards you, so let's do that. What would their next actions be towards pile number 2, please? We have the devil. See, the snake is biting itself. It's like don't shoot yourself in the foot. We have the Hierophant. Institutions could be involved here. Workplace. Bringing both of you to a crossroads as well. There could be attachments. I can't lie about that. Here's the Queen of Swords. And I just heard like attracts like. And I feel like they're setting a table. We have the Page of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Wands with the Ace of Cups. Their next action towards you is going to be some type of communication. The two of you are going to have a conversation, and it's sort of setting the stage. There's something about what you say to them is really going to heavily influence them in this next conversation. And it sort of sets the stage of awareness for them and gives them something that you communicate. You're letting your guard down perhaps. Maybe you're giving them an insight into your own personal attraction, but it sets the stage for them in clarity. It gives them the clarity that they need to start making plans. Now, the Page of Wands wants to go exploring, but position's getting in the way, but they're leaving a light on for it. They're still burdened by the unknown, but they're more encouraged because of a conversation that's going to happen soon. Here's the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups, you can see they're holding onto this teacup. It's got a heart in the center of it. And there's something about emotional initiations, and it's going to come in the form of some type of communication that you have with this person. So they're going to run into you, you're going to have a conversation, and however you act with them, the behaviors that you show are going to be very telling, and it's going to give them perhaps the boost to the ego that they need to keep maintaining this focus towards you, and then starting to try to think of what they can do to continue to explore this possibility. I don't see it naturally flowing into union, however. Now, pile number 2. The last thought that this person had for pile number 2 in the bowl. King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, could be a earth energy. We have Libra with the Justice. We have Leo, Aries, Sagittarius with the Queen of Wands. We have Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo with the King of Pentacles. So take that as it resonates here. Now, justice is all about positions and sometimes doorways that we enter into willingly to empower us. But sometimes we have to face the cause and effect of all of our decisions and all of our pathways, and even the choices we made in the past. They sometimes influence the present opportunities, and that's what I feel here. And they were really thinking about that. They were thinking about their attraction. They were thinking about their comfort level and what they're willing to do in this moment. And they were thinking about the next time they cross your path. They just saw the black cat walking by. They worry that luck is not on their side. We have here the little baby carriage. There could be children involved. We do have good luck on our side and endurance, so this person has felt a certain way about you for a while. Letters P, G, and F. We have in, and we have some. We have the music notes, 3 of them. I think of expansion. I also think of third parties sometimes. We do have the horse in full gallop. This is a desire to come charging forward and not have to worry about the consequences. But they feel like they have to endure and hold back, perhaps. All right, pile 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates. If it does, drop your comment below for a chance to win a reading with me. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to. And I hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 3. You were drawn to the yellow flower, and you were drawn to the moon card, and this is your reading. Who is secretly in love with you, and what actions will they take next? Now, the moon can speak to Scorpio energy, a lot of watery energy coming through, and suppression. So somebody who is pushing it below the surface so that they don't have to deal with it, so they don't have to face the changes in their life. You were drawn to the yellow card, so that could really indicate a huge fear surrounding execution here. But you can also see how much she's focused on it. She's focused on the crescent moon, which is our intuition too. So it's like intuitively they feel like there could be some type of connection between the two of you that defies reason, perhaps. So let's take a look here and see. Who is secretly in love with pile number 3, please? Bear with me today. I have a bit of a cold, so my voice might go in and out. We have the Hermit, Virgo, and this is a very large deck. That's why I'm trying to give myself as much space as possible. Ace of Cups. And oh, I feel like there's already this desire, this momentum for them to reveal themselves to you. But this feels like a very shy, quiet person overall, if I'm honest with you. This is somebody that kind of takes on the tasks of other people too. It's like an emotional task. They'll do anything for anybody. They would give you the shirt off of their back, ultimately. But honestly, sometimes to their detriment, it's like they give too much of themselves. Very quiet type of person. Here's the Four of Cups, and here is the Fool. And that could be why they're sort of convincing themselves that this is going to be a hard sell. It's like if they reveal themselves to you, that, you know, you don't even notice them. Why would you notice them? Like, they have this mentality about taking this huge risk and revealing themselves, and they're thinking about it. Like, they're thinking about it. They're holding on to this desire for this new emotional start. We have the Emperor coming with the 10 of Cups. To be honest with you, I feel like I just heard short king for someone, so please take that as it resonates. I feel like this is just, I like this person's energy a lot. I think that they are a very sweet person. I think that they're quiet, like they have a very shy sort of nature towards them, and they have really good intentions towards you. But they're talking about the fear of changes in their life. Like, they still harbor that fear of the unknown. We all do that sometimes. We harbor the fear of the unknown. Just trying to get that to stay. Back at the deck is the 5 of Pentacles, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. And to be honest with you, this person, again, they feel like you're way, way out of their league. If you're the Queen of Pentacles, they think of themselves as less than a knight, less than a page. They're the 5 of Pentacles. And so they're this fool. It's like, if I'm a fool for you, but you're way up here and I'm way, way down here. They are really afraid of rejections from you because they think that you're gorgeous. They think that you're a literal queen. They think that you're a literal queen. And I just heard Black Queen too. So it's like, they're a literal queen to this person and they think that you're gorgeous. I feel like they're different than you though. I feel like there's like a different race here. So this person could be a different culture, different religion, different ethnicity. But that doesn't matter to them. Because you are a queen. You can be the king, of course, as well. This is all about energy, has nothing to do with gender. But they're anchoring themselves in perspective. That's not the truth. It's based on their own fears. They are the key to overcoming this hurdle for themselves. And I heard that they're in preparation. They're preparing for something. They're preparing. This also feels like somebody who is very contemplative. They could even be spiritual in their own way. It doesn't feel like they would maybe go to a church every Sunday, but I feel like they might even be spiritual in the way that they create art or something. Like, there's just something about their awareness that is awakening. And they talk when it's important. Like, they're not a jabbery type of person. This person's really smart, really intelligent, and when they have something to say, it's important, and it's usually the truth. Except when it comes to themselves. They don't have a very good perspective of themselves. We have the 3 of Pentacles. I'm also hearing that this person could maybe even be like a teacher or be like in their career, for instance, or some type of, they have a leadership role, and you wouldn't think that they would be able to use their voice in their career because they're so shy or so quiet, but they have some type of leadership role in which maybe they are some type of teacher or something. Maybe even a writer. That could be where the creativity comes in. I just feel like they use their voice, but their voice is very muted with the Hermit. It's very quiet. For someone watching too, I feel like this person's very lean. There's a feeling of very lean energy here. We have the High Priestess. And the truth is that Spirit says you know who this person is already. You already know who this person is. You're sitting upon this information that you know to be true. You could even sort of recognize the struggle that this person's going through internally. But they're making plans for you, Pile 3. We're going to see what those plans are in a few moments, but they're making plans for you. This would be someone that has attempted flirtation with you, but I don't think that they're very good at it. I just don't think that they're really good at flirtation. I think that they're too clumsy. And I feel like their flirtation might include like corny jokes, something like that. But that's kind of referencing how awkward they feel, how awkward they present themselves. We have the Queen of Swords and we have the Fool. And what's interesting is you have the Fool right here in the center of your reading. And we have the King of Swords here. So this is somebody that would perhaps look great with you. Their perspective needs to shift because I feel like your feelings towards them I feel like they're not negative at all. They could even be abundant. There could be even a lot of curiosity from you. I just feel like the two of you would look really great together. I also don't think that there's some type of hierarchy. So even if there is the work realm involved or the school realm involved, I feel like you're on the same level with this person in some way. And they want to take action. They don't know what the consequences will be. And that's what's really creating the hesitation. But I almost feel like they follow you around like a puppy dog, or there's a devotion that they feel. They have already convinced themselves that this is a path that could lead them to abundance. Like the version of themselves that they could tap into next to you is unstoppable. But they still feel like you're the beauty and they're not. Like, so there could be something even physically that they're really uncomfortable about or feel insecure about. They feel like you're the beauty and they are not. Who is secretly in love with pile number 3, please? I just saw Never Jam today. Such a curious dream, grounding, returning to reality and coming home. This person sometimes tells themselves that they are holding unrealistic expectations. And that's why they hold back, because they feel like you're a dream. And it's easier to dream than it is to execute. Because then they don't have to face the consequences of that execution. They don't have to worry about getting rejected. Because they're worried that you're going to cut their head off, or they're worried that they're going to lose even the respect or the focus that you have over them now, the belief systems, the truth that you hold over them now. They're afraid that they'll lose that. And you're the dream. That's what they're dreaming about. And we have here, we are all mad here. Everyone is a little different. The Cheshire Cat. Back of the deck says, use your time well, make every moment count. And I feel like this person feels a little different. Like I feel like maybe they're very separate in the work environment. Maybe they appear like a loner a little bit. And there is something very specific about this person's personality that feels quiet and yet very, very intelligent. So they're almost showing me like an autism spectrum. And I believe we're all sort of on a spectrum like that, but they're showing me kind of a spectrum, and that may help you to identify who this person is. But we have somebody who's very focused, again, very determined to see things through. There's a dependability and good intentions that this person has. This person has intentions towards building a family one day. Like that's what their primary goal is when it comes to relationships and love cycles. They want to build a family, and they feel like there could be an opportunity with you, but only if you lower your standards in some way with them. Who is crushing? Who is in love with pile number 3, please? We have the Search, feeling lost, confused, and lonely. A lonely energy. I'm going to just cover her up because there's a little bit of skin there, and YouTube doesn't like that. But feeling lost and confused and lonely. And there's something about your influence, your energy, that gives them reason to want to keep exploring it. They like you. They like your personality. They're convincing themselves that this is the beginning of the end for them, that they can fall in love here. We have Goddess of Creation, transformation, creativity, and wholeness. Again, I'm going to cover her up because she's a little bit naked. And back of the deck says, achievement, keep focused on your dream. And this is a goal-oriented person. And they do have goal orientation towards you and some type of intention towards you. Let's get some of their thoughts before we look at those intentions, though. What sort of thoughts does pile 3's person, the person that is secretly in love with them, what sort of thoughts have they been having? Words hurt, and it's time to ground myself. It's like, I don't want to be rejected. I don't want to have my head cut off by that Queen of Swords. So I just ground myself. And again, they're careful with their words. This person is very aware of how words can hurt and how you can't take, once you start to create a thorn in something, you can't take it out. I need more time, but I want you. It's like I'm feeling the momentum, I'm feeling the desire, but I need more time to execute. You hurt me, but that's okay, I guess. Feeling overlooked, feeling ignored. Because I never imagined so much perfection. And I feel like that's the pain. It's like it's almost bittersweet, the attraction that they have, but it's bittersweet because they feel like it's out of their league. They feel like you are out of their league. Think before you act. And I think we should see other people right now. So perhaps they're a third party here. I'm not getting the overwhelming sense of that, but they are speaking about needing to slow down, perhaps not being sure about what your investments are in the practical realm. Maybe they think you're a part of a third party situation. They're just weighing out the cause and effect of this risk of taking the action. So let's take a look at what their next actions will be towards you, Pile 3. What would their next actions be towards Pile 3, please? The Hermit. The Three of Swords. Now you can see this Three of Swords, sometimes that can indicate third party, but this is like a disappointment perhaps in their next action. You can see the narwhals are coming up out of the water to reveal something. There's peace coming out. And the narwhal is sometimes, called the unicorn of the sea, because there's something very special about this person. There's like a diamond in the rough in this person, but they need to come up to the surface to express themselves, to see that. And it's like they disappoint themselves because they keep themselves hermited. They keep themselves in that shell. And if they keep, refusing to come to the surface, they're going to drown in all of that beautiful emotion that they have towards you. We have Justice, Libra. We have the Lovers. This person wants to ask you out. That's what they want. We have the Three of Wands. Back of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. I feel like the next little stage, the next action that they take towards you might be a little bit disappointing to you and to them. But then we have this opportunity, and I feel like the opportunity will knock a lot. I don't think that there's just one opportunity for growth here. I think that you guys might see each other regularly. And so there's going to be lots of opportunities for them to make choices towards expansion. And one of these opportunities, they're going to do it. They're going to take their shot. They're going to shoot their shot towards you. They might ask you out. There's just a desire to collaborate with you. And I feel like, again, it's going to take them a few opportunities with you, a few moments in time with you to be able to actually execute. But they're going to execute. There is expansion. I just heard convoy too. It's like everything starts to happen once they ignite that cycle and they start to recognize the foolish aspect of their hesitation in the first place, because I don't feel like you're going to reject them. I feel like there's going to be some type of mutual attraction here. And I feel like there's going to be expansion. We have the ability to start exploring, but they are encouraging us to explore it in an independent sort of mentality where we're not focusing on commitment cycles. We're just focusing on the journey and having fun with it. But there is a possibility that you could be playing a different role in the dynamics of this connection in the future. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 3. The last thought that this person in love with pile 3 in the bowl, what was it? Three of Wands, frustrating delays because of a lack of courage, maybe with the Star reversed. I'm also feeling almost, I don't want to say like a depression, but just not a lack of focus, not seeing the truth of the situation about themselves. And that creates a lot of frustrating delays. Yeah, there's the Knight of Pentacles, but there's still reliability with this person. It's reliable to expect delays, but he's also reliable, he or she is reliable to create some type of momentum here too, by utilizing a doorway and opportunity that's going to come available in the future. I also, though, think that they were thinking poorly about themselves, and that was the last thought about this expansion, which created further delays in their mind. In the bowl, pile 2, we have the chain of events that may affect your life in the future with this person. We have G, I, we have N and I. Sorry, G, I, N, and E. We have live. We also have here the Divine Feminine shoe. I think about the 5 of Cups and a morning shoe. So it's about finding solutions, especially if you feel disappointed in the next chapter with their immediate actions towards you, which may be very limited. We do have the stethoscope. This could be a hospital nursing connection. They're also talking about the heart chakra that is going to be utilized, and the big sword. It reminds me a lot of the sword that the Queen of Swords holds on over here in her card. And so they're talking here about a reality, a truth, and it's almost like a liberation. It starts a new cycle. But somebody having to tap into the strength in order to execute that truth. They're also highlighting Instagram right now too. All right, pile number 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with you. And if it did, please drop your comment below for a chance to win a reading with me. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading. And I hope that you come back here for a visit at the Tarot Cottage. And I hope you have a great day.